Hello viewers, this is Ambassador here, and today we're talking about the Nintendo Switch. Recently, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission suddenly warns the public about Nintendo Switch emulators. Yes, because I know Nintendo Switch is like getting hard to find, because trust me, people demand it. Excuse me. The minute a news article that the Nintendo Switch is going to be restocked, like at GameStop or Toys R Us or Walmart, people just immediately go to that store just to get it, and you try to get there, but you're too late. But now some people are trying to are attempting to like downloading a Nintendo Switch emulator so they can. It almost feels like they get the Switch even though they don't. But the U.S. Federal Trade Commission has warned the public about these emulators, because trust me, that isn't because it is. But guys, these digital emulators, they are dangerous to your wherever you download it. They're gonna scam you. They're gonna scam on you if you use this emulator. So avoid it at all costs. I do mean it. Cause trust me, just because you can't get a Switch doesn't mean you can go on an emulator. Cause trust me, you're doing more harm to yourself. So trust me. If your friend has a Switch, play it at his house. Don't go on an emulator. You're just making it so much worse for yourself. So if you don't have a Switch, be patient and you will get one. Do not scurry or do something reckless that could get that's gonna make things go from worse to even more worse. Why don't we read the article about this? Because trust me, I am not joking. This is not a joke video. This is actually more serious. And in this regards, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, you know that this has to be seriously. I'm not joking around. The article starts up with Nintendo Switch stock still somewhat hard to come by in some regions across the globe. Some people may be tempted to download an emulator instead, in case you want to play Breath of the Wild or maybe 1-2 Switch. But the U.S. Federal Trade Commission have addressed a potential desire and warns against Switch emulators to find message on their website. If you can get your hands on a Nintendo Switch gaming system, you might think an emulator is the next best thing. Think again. Online ads for emulators, sometimes the Nintendo branding, say they can run Switch games on your desktop, but there is no legit Nintendo Switch emulator. It's a scam. Even worse, when you try to download the Nintendo Switch emulator, you can install unwanted applications on your computer. These apps give you misleading information about computer problems that aren't really there, and ask you to pay to fix them. Other times, when you go to an emulator site, you can get a link to a survey that you must complete to get a code to unlock the emulator. Again, the emulator doesn't really exist. Don't give personal information, and don't sign up for anything requiring your credit card information. You're still not getting an emulator. What are the steps that you can do to avoid this scam? Number 1, don't download anything that says it's a Nintendo Switch emulator. That's the key thing. Number 2, don't complete a survey to get an unlock code. That's a red flag for a scam. Number 3, keep your security software current. Set it to update automatically. Installing unknown programs can lead to malware, or easy words, a virus. You're able to give yourself a virus to your computer, and that's not helping you. And number 4, and this is number 1 and 4 keywords here. Play Nintendo Switch at your friend's house until you're unable to buy the real one itself. So please follow bullets number 1, and just follow these bullets, and you can avoid getting scammed out of a computer. And if you think you've been the victim of a scam, report it to the FTC. So guys, do not search up a Nintendo Switch emulator. Otherwise, you're just doing more serious damage to your computer, your phone, or whatever you're using on. Unless you really want to say goodbye to that thing and get yourself a virus, a gosh dang virus. That is not helping. So avoid these, because otherwise, if you see an emulator, it's a scam. I know, this is not the first time. There's been multiple scams, because sometimes, even during giveaways, there's some giveaways on Facebook that are scams. So please, be careful. Do not do this, guys. I'm warning you. Follow those 4 bullets, and you can guarantee your computer will be safe, and you won't get scammed out of out of getting a virus at the end. So caution yourself, and if you want a Nintendo Switch, be patient or wait till one of your friends gets one, and there you go. Problem solved. Don't just get an emulator because you do not get an emulator because you want to play Breath of the Wild or even Super Mario R because you're getting impatient. No, do not do it. That's just gonna you're just making things go from happy to worse, and you're gonna make it a living nightmare out of it. Don't even take my word for it. Be patient, and you'll get your own Switch. Do not just be patient. That's all I can say. Follow the 4 bullets. Again, you'll be fine, and you won't get scammed. Because trust me, you won't like it if you get malware or viruses in your your electronic device. So take my word for it. Just be patient, and you'll get your Switch. It's not the end of the world. Because trust me, if something involves the U.S. federal, if this involves the FTC, then you know it's seriously. This is not something to joke around or this is just false information. This is true information. Well, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, no, do not get us needed on a Switch emulator. Don't even think about it. And I'm telling you, and I know what my finger is pointing at. And I know one YouTuber who has an SSD4 emulator. If he wants to get a Switch that it don't. And I know which YouTuber I'm talking about. Not CoolXD, but it's possibly, well, I can't remember about to say this, but in a video, but just stay away from whatchamacallit. Well, I can't believe I'm about to say this while in a YouTube video, but one of my live stream partners, Damien, he has an SSD4 emulator. If he just thinks and yeah, take my word for it. If he thinks he wants to get a Nintendo Switch emulator, he's just making things worse. So, if you're watching this video, Damien, just take my word for it. If you want a Switch, get it for yourself. If you think emulating your way to a Switch game is gonna be helpful, go ahead and see what happens. I dare you to. I really can't. You'll find the consequences will be very much unsatisfying. Well, thanks for watching, guys. And main point here: don't get a Switch emulator. You're just gonna get scammed out of. And I said almost 5 times. Take my word for it. Don't get scammed. I do mean it. It's not gonna be satisfying. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I got stuff to do. I think this is a lot. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. In case I don't do enough, maybe tomorrow, maybe if anything else does pop up, I'll talk about it later too. But we'll see. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.